Alright, let me get this all set up. Alright, hello everyone, and this is Kobermai here, and I'm here with episode 1 of my Ultimate Alliance Iron Man challenge. Not to be confused with the actual character Iron Man. If you guys don't understand the rules, please see the previous episode where I discussed the rules. But basically, what this is, it's a run where if a character dies, I can't use them, and my goal is to beat the game losing as few characters as possible, because if a character dies, I'm unable to use them, and if I run out of characters, I lose. That's pretty much the basics of the run, so before we start, I'll just kind of give a rundown of every character. It won't be anything too severe, otherwise we'd be here for about an hour, because I have a lot of stuff to say about every one of these characters. I've played this game a ton. Starting things off with Moon Knight. By the way, I'm playing this on hard mode, so every character starts at level 30. Moon Knight, he's not that good, honestly. He only has 3 outfits, which that's not determined by how good he is. That's that's just something that irritates me. OCD. The only move that he has as good as his nunchucks, but that takes up a lot of his energy. Doctor Doom, he can do a lot of AoE damage, and he has this shield that it pretty much just protects him from projectiles. That is useful in some scenarios. Miss Marvel's a good boss killer if she has the right build. That takes a lot of preparation, though. Yeah, Cosmic Awareness, it might be useful. Well, if you're reading the description, what it does is it slows down time for everyone else except for Miss Marvel. Sabretooth, honestly, he's just a worse version of Wolverine. I'll only ever use Sabretooth if Wolverine dies, because Wolverine's the best character in the game. Doctor Strange, he's average. He's a good zoner character. He can hit you from far away. Yeah. Magneto, kind of similar. He's interesting. I like using him, but he's also good from a distance. Ghost Rider is super unique because he has I think it's this costume. Yeah, with this ability, resurrect allies. So as soon as I get money, I can start pouring it into Ghost Rider because he has this ability called Resurrect Ally, which is going to be super useful in this permadeath mode because whenever so say I have Daredevil on my team and he dies, well, with 1 point into this ability, there's a 10% chance that Daredevil will come back to life with full health, and that just means that he didn't die. So it's a chance of me not losing a character essentially. Silver Surfer, he's average. He has slow time like Miss Marvel and Daredevil, but he also has this healing. He's actually pretty useful. I probably a lot of the times healers aren't too useful in this game, but he's the best healer in the game, and I probably need one for this permadeath mode, so I will use him eventually. Venom, he's a good tank, I believe. I haven't used Venom that much, actually. He has 0 defense, wow. Yeah. Daredevil, one of my favorite characters to play. Oh, uh, okay, I guess Venom's not that much of a tank, because Daredevil has that same stuff. But anyways, Daredevil, he's one of my favorite characters to play. I don't want him to die, so I'm probably not going to use him for a while. He has this ability to slow down time. It's pretty useful. It doesn't last for too long, but once you get to higher levels, it can be very useful in some boss fights. Mr. Fantastic, he's good for avoiding conflict because he has this pinball ability. Thor, he is. I use him in all my speedruns of the game because of his Godspeed ability. We'll probably use him at 1 point in the game just for his electric power, but he's a pretty good backup character to have. Hammer Toss is just a worse version of Captain America's shield. Storm is another character that I don't use a whole lot. I think I used her some on one of my first playthroughs of the game, but I haven't really touched her since, so I can't say a whole lot about her. Uh, that's actually pretty good. Uh, Invisible Woman, she's okay. She has an ability to pick people up and throw them, and she can also make a shield. The shield isn't too good. Her and Nick Fury are the only 2 characters in the game with this invisibility move, which is actually extremely useful because what it does is it just prevents enemies from targeting you. Luke Cage, he's average. He's up close fighter. Probably not going to be too useful with this run, but he's fine. Captain America is one of the best characters in the game because he has two really good abilities: Shield Charge and Shield Throw. Shield Throw is a projectile that hits multiple opponents, and Shield Charge just lets you ram through opponents. The Thing has a similar version, but it's not as good. Spider-Man, he's also pretty average. He can web up enemies, which means that Bungee Bash is one of the best extremes in the game in terms of its utility because it webs up all the enemies, meaning that everyone else can get them. 30 seconds is a lot of time in this game, so like I said, I'm just going over all these characters very quickly, and we're already 5 minutes into this, so I might do another video going over all these characters in more detail sometime, because I have a few videos planned out about this game in general. I'm going to make a video essay about this game as a whole, so be looking forward to that. Thing, he's kind of a tank, not really. I like to use him as one because he can deal a lot of damage, and he can yeah, he has this ability to boost his defense. It's pretty good. Wolverine, best character in the game because of his rage gimmick. Whenever he takes damage or deals damage, he builds up rage, and once he fills up his rage meter, all of his special moves get a huge buff, especially this one, because you can just mash the button and deal damage. Iron Man, he's better used for support because of this ability. It makes you use less energy per attack you use. Super useful. Human Torch, another character I haven't used a whole lot. He has this really cool flamethrower ability, but it actually is really bad. It looks cool though. Super awesome. He's another good zoner. Fireballs is one of the best early game projectiles. Blade is I have mixed opinions on Blade. His flash bomb is really good, but it also it weakens damage whenever you stun people, but not by a whole lot. He's better used for utility. Blood Haze is a good extreme because it like poisons them and stuff. Hulk, I don't think I've used Hulk once in a full playthrough. I think I've used him for a few levels, but he's probably the character I have the least amount of time with, which is strange because as a kid I always wondered why he was not in the base roster, but whatever. Colossus, he was always one of my favorites to use as a kid. He's a pretty mediocre character, really. He can't do a whole lot unique. He just can hit you pretty hard, but even then, there's other people that can do that role better. Elektra's good support. She can boost, I think, yeah, she boosts team stats in general. But other than that, she's pretty mediocre. She has this Ninja Star move. It's okay. Nerve Strike is also okay. Iceman is similar to Spider-Man. He has the ability to freeze people. I don't remember which one it is. Is it this one? Yeah, Freeze Beam. That's what it is. Yeah, Freeze Beam is pretty useful utility. Hawkeye, another character I use in all my speedruns. He's, the only reason he's good is because of this move that boosts, speed. Is it this one, or, Okay, yeah, it's Hyper Shot, which is the one that... It's really weird because the animation that he has is like he shoots the bow up into the air, but the Hyper Shot's the one that speeds people up. Black Panther, he's pretty average. He's kind of like Nightcrawler in terms of how he plays, but not really. I was thinking of Ultimate Alliance 2, because in Ultimate Alliance 2 they just made him play like Nightcrawler. Oh, okay, I guess he has the stealth ability too. I never noticed that. He has some, I think his costumes are some of my least favorite in the game, because they don't really do a lot. I like his original one the best. Cyclops, good zoner character. Where is it? Ricochet. Ricochet Blast, super good in tight rooms because it bounces off walls, deals a lot of damage. Optic Explosion, it's a getaway from me move. Roundhouse Kick, this is such a stupid move. Like, he has all these optic moves, and then just Roundhouse Kick. Nick Fury, I touched on him a bit in my preview video, but Nick Fury he's normally one of the worst characters in the game in my opinion, but he has some really good stuff early on in the game. Nightcrawler, I will explain this here in a minute, but he's the only character that I'm going to use that can teleport, So that alone is why I want to keep him in reserve. I don't want to use him because there's some parts of the game where teleporting is a very good mechanic that you want to have, and I don't want Nightcrawler dying. Now, Deadpool can also teleport, as you can see here. Yeah, he can teleport. However, Deadpool is really kind of broken. More, it's debatable whether or not he's better than Wolverine, but I don't want to use Deadpool this playthrough. For one, the layout that I'm using, I had to cut out one character, and I decided that it would be Deadpool because I use him in a lot of my runs, just because he's good. Dual Shot is the best projectile in the game, and it would just make everything a lot easier. And on top of that, he's really good. I use him all the time, and I want to mix things up. If you do want to use Deadpool, use his assassin skin because he can boost weapon damage with that one. Super good. He has some cool skins. I like this ultimate one. The character portrait. This game has some nasty character portraits. Spider-Woman. Normally, I had never used her before I started practicing for this, but she has some really good moves like Ensnare. It's basically a free stun with a projectile. It's super helpful at times. But anyway, so yeah, that's the quick rundown of every character in the game. Took me longer than I would have liked, but I'll leave a timestamp. I guess I shouldn't have said that now, but there's a timestamp in the description if you just happen to skip ahead to this point. That's whatever. So my starting team is going to consist of Spider-Woman, Colonel Nick Fury, Wolverine, and Captain America, because we get Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which gives us a +5 to all resistances. And I'm going to go ahead and choose the outfits, because they don't really matter since I don't have any boosts yet to them. So I'm going to go Secret Wars, Spider-Woman, Stealth, Nick Fury for now. This is just because I want them to look neat. There's Astonishing Wolverine. What's Ultimate? Oh, that's where he's wearing the shirt. And Captain America, I like his normal appearance the best. Alright, so, without further ado, let's go ahead and start this challenge, and wish me luck, and hopefully we can make it through the Helicarrier level without any deaths. I've done a few practice runs of Helicarrier. I haven't gone any further than halfway through the second level, the Omega Base. And I'm fairly certain that I always had at least one death on the Helicarrier, because hard mode is actually super difficult. I play this game a lot, and it's very hard for me, too. So I'm probably going to mess up since I'm kind of tired while recording this. But if we do, so what? It's just part of the experience, really. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get this done. Nick Fury's going to tell us that there's a crisis on the bridge. And the first thing you're going to notice is that it takes a while to chip down enemies. Alright, so let me just make sure I have the right powers that I want, because it's kind of hard to change in the middle of a fight. I don't want Venom Blast. Okay, that's the good one. And then she has this. Okay, she has the ball. No, I don't want Sniper. I want the grab and the grenade, probably, for crowd control. Captain America, he's already got what he needs. And then Wolverine. Alright. Okay, alright, sweet. We're good to go. So let's go ahead. And I'm going to start with Nick Fury. And yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to take out a lot of these earlier enemies because they just give us experience, which we don't really need at this point in the game, but there's really no point in not doing so because they're not going to cause us a real threat. Really no risk in doing so. Energy really isn't a problem at this point because we're high leveled, so... There is one pet peeve that I have, and it's that I can't see the HP of the other characters as I'm playing them. It's pretty easy to switch, but it kind of throws off your momentum for a second. So yeah, the reason I picked the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. team is because they have a +5 to all resistances, and defense is pretty much the best stat in the game this early on hard mode. So, yeah. So we'll just clear up here, and then I'm not really scared of anything until we reach Scorpion, because I have had deaths to Scorpion in previous runs. Yeah, I'm not using that anymore. I'll use the Sniper. It's probably better. Alright, sweet. So this area is cleared, so we're going to head down over here. We're going to try to ignore as many of these guys as possible, but if they manage to catch up to us, it can spell trouble. Nick Fury's sniper has a chance to just randomly, instantly KO enemies. It's kind of a rare chance of happening, if I recall. I don't know the chance, but it exists. That's pretty much all you need to know. Helicarrier is probably going to take me about an hour. Normally, I can clear the Helicarrier in about 7 minutes on speedrun, but this is not a speedrun, and I have to take my time. Normally, I can beat this whole game in 2 hours, but I dread how long this is going to take. I do wish that I had some of the characters in the PSP port, especially Ronin, because she's a boss killer. But, yeah, okay, so you see, I'm already... Alright, so I can use my extreme. So, yeah, as you can see, Nick Fury's already about to die, because I suck at... Okay, well, crap, I killed Nick Fury, because I was trying to explain it. That's actually really unfortunate, because Nick Fury's super useful this early on. We lost a character, and it hadn't even been 4 minutes yet. Alright, well, hopefully... And we can't access the next shield point until later. Okay. I'm not setting a good impression. Hopefully that'll be the only death we have in the Helicarrier. Knock on wood. Alright, Wolverine has Rage. So, yeah, right now I'm using his Frenzy Slash ability, which does a lot of damage really quickly, which is super useful. Okay, now we're gonna... So yeah, Nick Fury was killed by some random Doombot. Since I'm not using Deadpool, I'm pretty sure that Wolverine is the only character I have access to with a healing factor in this run, which does kind of suck because the healing factor... Characters with healing factors are the only characters in the game that can auto-heal. Otherwise, you have to destroy enemies and hope to get orbs. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's just the way the game's designed, and I can't really fault it at that. The game's usually pretty easy, so the extra challenge does kind of give it. And Wolverine's actually about to die, too, if I'm not careful, so I'm going to go ahead and retreat and switch to Spider-Woman if I get the chance, because Spider-Woman has this ability where she can stun. This camera angle's not helping me out here. Wow, that was a terrible camera angle. I should probably be abusing stun attacks because they're probably the best thing to do in this situation. I want to try to get a full momentum gauge on every character before I reach Scorpion, because if I can do that, I can rack up damage on him very quickly, meaning that there's a chance I can take him out pretty quickly. Captain America is nowhere close to getting full. I'll go ahead and fill up Wolverine by taking up this guy. That should be enough. No promises, though. He grabbed me. He's not doing a whole lot. This is still early on. I don't think any bosses in this area intimidate me. Scorpion is going to be a pain. I might lose Cap to him. I don't actually know. If I'm going to lose someone, I'll probably lose Spider-Woman. The only other one... Fin Fang Foom, despite being the final boss, is actually the easiest on this level. Because he's just super easy to deal with. Not a threat at all. Bullseye. Bullseye's not the worst. I don't want to fight him. I've lost... The past 2 times I've attempted this, the Helicarrier, in my practice attempts, I lost someone. I think in my run where I used the Fantastic Four, I lost Invisible Woman. I lost Invisible Woman and Human Torch to him there. Radioactive Man is also kind of an annoyance because he has just the ability to stop taking damage at some point. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's whatever. Hopefully, though, we can make it to Scorpion soon, but not too soon because I want to get a full momentum gauge, but he's right up at the edge of this ramp. Alright, we're going to skip this dialogue. I'm going to go ahead and make use of this rage while I have it. Bioweb is going to activate. That's going to get everyone around him. And then Feral Rage does quite a bit of damage. Yeah, I don't know if I explained this, but when Bioweb, what it does is it turns enemies into your teammates for a very short period of time. Not super helpful, but it's good for a distraction. Alright, everyone's looking decent at health at the moment. What was I saying? Oh yeah, momentum attacks, which are those, the extreme attacks, the ones that you just saw, Bioweb and Feral Rage. Whenever you use one, they all activate, so you can't just use one, you have to time them just right. I shouldn't have lost Nick Fury there. That was actually like a really stupid move. Yeah. It's a lot different playing this game with permadeath because normally... Alright, who am I going to give that to? Let's give that to Captain America because he can use it with his shield throw ability. Alright. I'll play Captain America for a bit. He's probably the easiest character in the game to solo the game with just because of his, he pretty much has the entire game's toolkit in one character. He has a good projectile, he has a good charge attack. Nick Fury's fully rested? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's dead. That being said, this is hard mode, so it's almost impossible to solo unless you're super good at the game and just have really good luck with orb drops. So let's head out. We're gonna have to switch someone out for Nick Fury at this next shield point, which we'll get after talking to the zombie version of Nick Fury. We'll just say that the Nick Fury that was on our team was a life model decoy. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that dialogue. It doesn't really matter. If you want to pay attention to the story, just look. I'll be posting my video essay about the game here pretty soon, so just check that out. Alright, so we're gonna dump Nick Fury since he's dead, and instead we will bring, let me think, okay, we're gonna bring Ghost Rider now because we have the stuff to pour money into resurrect allies. So right now we have a 20% chance to resurrect any ally that dies. That's super helpful this early on. Health regen's probably going to be useful eventually, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. Shield Mastery is going to be good. Let's pour those into max health, and then we'll roll out. So what you just saw there, I was putting points into costume powers by using money that I acquired during the battles. And what that is you... as you defeat enemies and do other stuff, you get credits, which you can use to exchange for upgrades to abilities incorporated with your current costume. For example, Captain America might... I think 2 of Captain America's costumes have the ability to increase his shield damage, which is all of his attacks incorporate the shield, minus a few of his melee ones. That's just an example, though. A lot of them share similar traits, like increased damage or just in general. They're not the biggest difference, but in hard mode, every little bit helps. You kind of have to be good at the game to get by in hard mode. You can easily beat the game on easy mode, but then again, I guess that's the definition of easy mode. I'm kind of rambling at this point. I'm just had to talk about something before I could talk about the next segment of the game. So at this point, we have to switch out these batteries. This isn't hard. It's not gonna hurt me or anything. It just takes a minute because you move very slowly when dragging the batteries around. So yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe with all this coronavirus stuff that's going around. I'm recording this on the 31st at 2 a.m. I record a lot of my videos from 10 p.m. onwards, so I'm used to this sort of time. But if I sound tired, that's probably why, so I apologize in advance if that's the case. I'll be Wolverine. Captain America has his momentum. I'd like to have all 4 characters at max momentum by the time I reach Bullseye, but that's unlikely. That means I'll have to take out a lot of these Ultron characters. Yeah, these guys are pretty annoying early on because they have the trait of energy resistance, which means that a lot of elemental-based powers, for example, Human Torch's fire, just don't... Not elemental, energy, so stuff like Iron Man's repulsor blasts just do reduced damage. It's pretty noticeable, too, because they'll only take, like, 3 or 4 damage from it. They can also, as you just saw there, they can throw stuff at you. When that happens, you'll be stunned for about a second, which can make or break your character. It could result in their death. There's a lot going on that you have to keep track of. It can be hard sometimes, but I've played this game enough to where it's not that bad. Yeah, we just gotta work our way to the bomb launch room because there's a bomb that's about to go off and we need to stop it. Hey, get up! I can't waste rage. Let's go run over here, cut this guy up some, beat him into submission. Alright, that was some good chip damage. Good chip, good chip. Alright, we have maxed out momentum with him, so now we just need to get it with Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman's extreme is probably going to be useful in the fight against Bullseye because if I remember, he does bring minions. Her extreme is useless against characters that don't bring minions because I'm only going to be using extremes for boss fights / fights that intimidate me, such as in level 2 there's a room. In the Omega base there's a room where you have to fight 4 big guys at once. That room is going to be hard. The Mysterio boss fight's the one that I'm most worried about because I think that's where I stopped in a lot of my runs, so it's a bit intimidating, but we'll make it through. And if we don't, oh well. The only reason I was able to beat Mysterio is because Ghost Rider got like 2 Resurrect allies during that fight. Super good luck on his part. Alright, so now we're gonna climb up here, try to take out these guys. These guys, as you see there, they have a chance of standing at just the very top of the stairs, preventing you from getting up. It's kind of a pain. You can't really do anything, so I'll just have Spider-Woman kind of lure them over here. Hopefully she won't die. Oh, well, they just happen to get up there on their own, so. Ghost Rider's not that good offensively, not gonna lie. Only reason he's on this team is for support. Like, as you just saw there, he's about to die. He's definitely probably the least offensively capable member of the party. Because Spider-Woman, while she's not the strongest character, she has the ability to stun and... Okay, yeah, Ghost Rider, you see, he's about to die, and his Resurrect ally doesn't affect himself, I believe, so... Yeah, we'll just have Ghost Rider stand back here and whip to try to get momentum. There we go, he got some health orbs. This camera angle is also pretty bad. Can we fix that? There we go. Okay, yeah, there's more Ultron. Oh, he's stuck on the ladder. Okay, this guy's about to die, so we'll just take him out. You see, that only did like 2 damage. It's kind of crazy. That is a good move that he has there, where he just throws the fire, because he can hit you from anywhere, and it does flame damage, which is just damage over time. Powers don't boost your momentum, so you have to hit him with melee attacks, and Ghost Rider's melees are like super slow, as you can see there. Not super slow. Okay, so this is the Bullseye room. He's going to come out of that room in a minute. I'm just going to speed through this area with Captain America because it's just the easiest thing to do. This room is not hard. It's only kind of difficult when Bullseye rolls around. So we're just going to take out as many of these guys as we can and try to get Ghost Rider his extreme. If he does get it, that's great. It will probably take Bullseye down to half health. Normally a 4-hero extreme would kill Bullseye at level 1. Not at level 1. Like on New Game Plus, because you can't have extremes until you reach level 30. Yeah, so Ghost Rider is going to try to take this guy out. It does suck. I know I've mentioned it quite a bit, but I do kind of hate that we lost Nick Fury that early, because he has one of the better extremes for this early on. It's a... Mr. Fantastic has the same one. It's just he orders an orbital attack, and it hits... and it hits all nearby enemies in the area. Super useful. Really good utility. But regardless, it's fine. We'll make do. I mean, we were bound to lose him eventually, really. I kind of relied on him. Alright, so now we have a full party extreme, so now I'm just going to switch back to Captain America and go destroy this other terminal real quick. And let's just rush over there and try to beat Bullseye. We're already 30 minutes into this video. And we're, after Bullseye, we're only like halfway through the helicarrier. So, this is, and it only gets worse from there, honestly. Alright, let's hurry up and get over here. Try to beat the enemies. Alright, I gotta wait for everyone else to get up there. So, Bullseye throws explosive flying cards as his main form of attack. It's not the strongest, but he barely ever misses. I did forget that, wow, that didn't even take him down to below half. That's not good. I did forget that the way Ghost Rider's Extreme works is that he heals you as well, so that's actually really good. I'm pleasantly surprised about that. Okay, yeah, we're about to lose Captain America. If we do, we at least have that 20% chance of Ghost Rider's resurrection ability kicking in. The one annoying thing about this fight is that you're put on a timer. We're kind of luring him down to this area, and if that happens, then we're not going to have anywhere to flee. Captain America's about to die, so he's going to have to fall back to the end. Defend? Yeah, we'll do that. There's another one. Crap. Okay. If I'm gonna have to be quiet. Oh, okay, we lost Cap. That also sucks, but Cap kind of served his purpose. If we're gonna lose anyone, I'd rather lose Cap. Ghost Rider's the one that we want to protect the most, because he's gonna come in clutch. I did assume we were going to lose someone to Bullseye, because he's one of the harder bosses, especially this early on, in hard mode. If I do fail this, and I'll probably do it again, but I'll do it on, wow, we got him in a loop here. All we have to do is block. Okay, we got lucky with that. We'll wait for him to attack. He's kind of aggroing towards Wolverine right now, which is working to our advantage. Because he's not doing a whole lot to Wolverine. We'll just, oh, never mind. We can just claw slash him now. That was super helpful. We got him stuck in the corner. I'm sorry that we lost Captain America. For all you Cap fans, I apologize. Unfortunately, though, we will have to carry on. Yeah. I probably could have saved Cap there had I, played better. I could have blocked more. That's my one problem that I have. I don't use block enough. Not nearly enough, honestly. But, oh well. At least we didn't lose two like I did last time I ran through this area. So this next part we're going to have to... We're at another shield point so we can get new characters. So let's go ahead and get... We're going to dump Captain America's dead body here. And let's take... Let's see, who's the next boss we have to fight? Radioactive Man and Winter Soldier. So... I'd honestly say that maybe Silver Surfer is probably the one that we need. We don't want heavy damage. What's this one do? Yeah, okay, just boost stats and XP. Yeah, we'll bring Surfer. Where's his healing? Yeah. And then we'll dump more points into Resurrect Ally. So now we have a 30% chance. At max rank, it's a 50% chance, which is, if we can get that, that's probably going to be what saves our run. So we're probably, the way I see it, we're going to take the most amount of deaths at this, towards the beginning. But once we get Resurrect Ally, we'll take half as many. I'm trying to think if that's everyone I need. Alright, yeah. I think that's a good loadout, because we have a healer. because I'm scared of Radioactive Man. Uh, okay, unrelated, but Silver Surfer was not well done in this game at all, if you ask me. Like, look at his character portrait in comparison to the others. I know that he's like the big secret character of the game, and he's kind of like, look, his surfboard just kind of appears when he flies and then disappears whenever you attack. Yeah, the way I would have had it is I would have just had him riding on his surfboard the entire time, but oh well. At least he's in the game. He was a cool bonus character. You get him by completing all the comic book missions in the game, which are like the side quests essentially, because that's how you get the hidden alternate costumes. Another sign that he was kind of rushed is the fact that all of his alternate costumes are just the exact same. That's fine, really, though. I barely ever use Surfer. He's okay. Alright, so now we're going to have the Doombot show up through this window. Doombots, they have almost the same stats, if not exactly, than the Ultron guys. They're just different for a narrative sake. I'm trying to think ahead, like, into the very distant future of any boss fights that would cause me trouble. And I can't really think of any oh yeah, I forgot. These guys... Wait, never mind. I was wrong. Forget I said anything. The healing is pretty good, honestly, because it just puts them all back at full. So I'll probably be playing as Surfer for a large part of this. The one bad part about Surfer is that he kind of sucks in terms of combat, and you don't want to use his powers because his powers are his powers take away from his energy, which you'll be using for healing. It is going to be weird, assuming Surfer survives, that we'll see him in the big Galactus fight. Galactus is pretty easy. I'm not worried about him. Yeah, I guess we should probably just be worried about surviving at this point in the game, so let's do that. Alright, so right here, I believe right here is where we have our first encounter with Soldier. Here pretty quick, I mean. I'll just be switching between probably Wolverine and Silver Surfer. I made a wrong turn, actually. My bad. Oh well. Free momentum. It's really fun in New Game Plus because you get momentum after killing, like, max momentum after killing the first Doombot, pretty much. Just because of the damage you do. The Altered Genetics guys are... Oh, Captain America fully rested? I don't think so. We'll use Certain Death. Yeah, okay. Certain Death is probably going to be the best way of picking off these smaller guys, because what it does is, as the name suggests, it just has a chance to instantly kill the enemy it hits. But it only works on minor enemies like Doombots and such. Yeah. So, yeah, here's our first encounter with Radioactive Man and Winter Soldier. We have to fight them twice. Yep. Alright. I just gotta prepare myself here. This really just depends on RNG, because if Radioactive Man uses his, like, invulnerability thing too early on, we're gonna lose. And we don't have any momentum, I just realized that, so that actually kind of, we're screwed in a way. I'll just keep an eye on health, and the moment I run super low, I'll switch to Silver Surfer. I wasn't close enough to get the health boost from Surfer. I'm gonna have to retreat. Oh god, he's right behind me. I'm gonna wait for Wolverine's healing factor to kind of work. There we go. Alright, we got some health drops, so we're looking good. If I can just get that extreme soon. Okay, there we go. That was scary. I believe in most of my previous runs I had a death there, so I got kind of lucky there, honestly. I have to remember for Silver Surfer's healing, it only works if they're close. Alright, yeah, luckily we don't have to fight them there. We're gonna have to fight them again here before too long, but they won't run away, so we have to actually take them out. I took 1 damage from that tripwire. Spider-Woman's hair is kind of messing up there. I just love this game so much. Alright, we should be fine in this room. I would have preferred to have a rage once we hit. I'm just going to keep using certain death, because that chance of instant KO is too good to pass up. He's the best at what he does, and that is killing people with rage. Alright, 1 more hit and we'll have max momentum. Alright, now I'm going to quickly switch to Spider-Woman and try to get momentum on her. Actually, Ghost Rider, because I need that healing. It's so weird, I've never been concerned about healing in Ultimate Alliance until I did this run. It really changes the way that you play the game. If you haven't done this, I would definitely recommend doing it. I came up with the idea a couple weeks ago, and this is my first time actually attempting a full run. I've kind of practiced it in the past, but this is the first time I've actually followed through with the whole thing. I can't remember if you can boost... Okay, you can, but I don't have enough. Because as soon as I get enough credits, I'm going to give Resurrect Ally 6 or whatever to Ghost Rider. Because that's what we want to prioritize. This room is a bit scary. There's these Doombots. Oh. Crap. His Resurrect ability does work on himself. I did not realize that. Oh my god, I got so lucky there. Oh my god. That was lucky. Alright, I'm going to fall back and bust these open to get health. I honestly didn't think that his Resurrect ability worked on himself. But I'm happy to be wrong, because now I know. Because that just means Ghost Rider's chances of surviving are increased. I had a heart attack when I saw him die there. I should probably fall back again, otherwise I'm going to risk losing him again. If I could get defense over here, that'd be handy. There we go. More health orbs. The Doombot just died as it was falling. We can take this guy out. Oh, I thought Silver Surfer was a Doombot at first. Alright, we're gonna cook this guy real quick. Alright, Silver Surfer's gonna heal the party up again. Alright, that was too close for my personal liking. We're gonna take out as many enemies as we can here, because I want Redemption to be able to use. Alright, and that's enough credits to where we can upgrade Resurrect Ally. Once we hit 50, that's going to be a lifesaver, honestly. I still can't get over the fact that I freaking survived that. This room is a bit scary. There's 2 of the really strong Doombots here, and on top of that, they both have altered genetics. Normally I would use an extreme in this room because I wouldn't be scared of the Winter Soldier fight, but with permadeath and I'm kind of underleveled for hard mode because I'm not playing New Game Plus, I don't want the big guy to come after me, so I'm going to order everyone to come defend me. Well, they got that guy stuck in a corner. That's kind of funny. Alright, cool. Get healing going. We'll put you in the web. Spider-Woman always wants someone in that web. That's the best way to go about using her. She can stun people and then put them in the web. It's super duper handy. Alright. Sorry I haven't been talking during this room a lot because this room is actually quite scary. Spider-Woman's getting low on health, so she's going to fall back. And I'm going to order Silver Surfer. Maybe he'll come back. Ah, thank you. Alright, he's going to heal. That was too close for my liking, personally. And we got the stun, I believe. Alright, and then Surfer might have enough to... There might be enough in this guy left to get Surfer his extreme. Ah, barely. Alright. We should be able to get it, though. I'll use one more healing, just in case. I think everyone's at full now. Okay, yeah, they are. How many credits do I have? Okay, not nearly enough to boost Resurrect Ally again. Oh, okay, there we go. Surfer can get his extreme now. That's good. We have full party extremes for this boss fight. Fin Fang Foom is the final boss of this part, and he's not that scary. I'll take the lead. No, I'm not gonna bother with it. Alright, so this is the boss room. These guys should have been the final boss of this arena, because Fin Fang Foom isn't scary. Oh, crap. I skipped the dialogue before the fight. Alright. I want to be sure to use both of the... Alright. I'm gonna hope that he doesn't activate his invulnerability. I think he did. He activated it. Yeah, okay. What's Winter Soldier at, then? Alright, Winter Soldier's at half, so I'm gonna work on taking him down first. So yeah, when his health bar turns purple like that, he's invulnerable. It's kind of a pain. Okay, crap. Wolverine's about to die. Switch over. Heal. I got... Why is he not using his rage boosted one? That's really weird. There we go, now he's boosted. Alright, there we go. He's down. And... Alright, I just gotta time this right for when he's not invulnerable. Come on. Alright, sweet, I got that. Come on, get as much chip as I can. Alright, I think, knock on wood, but I think that we're good. I think we're gonna make this out without any deaths. If he would let me pick up this pipe, I could have finished things off sooner. There we go. The pipes and stuff do a lot of damage, but they have super long attack animations. I am actually quite happy about how that went. I mean, I can't complain, no one died. But that could have gone much worse. Bionic Arm, what does that do? Let's give that to Ghost Rider, I guess. I'll check that out real quick. Oh, and we can upgrade Resurrect Ally again. He has Assassin's Sight, 5% chance of criticals for ranged attacks. That's not really important to you. Yeah, take that off, and then we'll give that to Ghost Rider, and then you can have the Assassin's Sight. Yeah, and then what does Surfer have? Surfer, okay, that's good. We got what we need. Fin Fang Foom, his fight's basically a cutscene, essentially, because what it is you have to, you just have to time you have to shoot him with a gun on the deck, and that's super easy to pull off, actually. It's not going to be that big of a deal. The hardest part is actually, there's not that much difficult to it. The hardest part's the lead up to the boss room. The upper batteries, as it's called. These guys drain your energy, so if you don't use it when you first see them, then you're going to have to, like, Why did the camera angle change like that? That was nasty. Alright, so I gave Wolverine the radiation boost that I got from Radioactive Man, and that gives him an extra 5% of his damage as radiation damage. Just further... Oh, that was the worst time to get the rage boost. There is a glitch that I'll probably perform later on. It allows you to merge item effects. It's not supposed to be in the game, but once you reach Mephisto's lair, which is the 5th level in the... Because let's see, after this there's the lab, then there's Atlantis, Mandarin's Palace. 6, it's the 6th level in the game. I had to think about that for a second. Once you reach that point, there's a certain spot where you can kill yourself and reload your save to merge 2 items abilities together. I will abide to the rules that if I use a character to kill... If I kill a character to get an item, it'll be treated like a sacrifice. I think that also kind of goes with the whole theme of a soul for a soul, since we're in Mephisto's realm. How did those 2 things not kill that Doombot? Alright, well, whatever. I keep getting rage at the worst possible times. Certain death. Oh, we got the insta-kill. That's nice. Always love to see that. Thud. Alright. Yeah, normally I'd be halfway done with the game by this point, but I'm still on the 1st level. Alright. After we max out Ghost Rider's resurrection ability, we will... Ooh, look at that. I love that damage. We'll start working on Wolverine's claw damage. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's about to die. 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 I got very lucky there. One more hit, Wolverine would have gone down. I'm not out of the water just yet, though. I have to kind of stay clear until his auto heal puts in enough work. Or hope that... Okay, yeah. That was... I keep getting pretty lucky. I honestly should have lost Wolverine there. That was just more bad playing on my part. Alright. Come on, take this guy out. Boom! Alright, sweet. Alright. How's everyone else's momentum? Alright, it's not really... Momentum's not going to matter in the fight with... What's his name? There actually are some boss fights that can be skipped. For example, Crimson Dynamo in the Omega base can be skipped. You can just walk right past him. I'll probably honestly do that. Because that's pretty much the easiest way to fight him. Because I ended up losing, I think it was Daredevil to Crimson Dynamo on 2 of my previous attempts. Because I used Daredevil by that point. We'll just have to see how it goes. If I decide to skip him, I'll tell you guys. I mean, you guys will know, but... I'll just decide when I get there. I'll probably record 1 more episode tonight, and then I'll go to bed, but... So I'll just decide in 50 minutes when I reach Crimson Dynamo. Once again, though, I should probably start talking about the stuff that I'm dealing with right now. Ooh, instant kill. One more. Oh, let's go. I love to see that happen. 3 in a row. That's actually pretty low chances of happening. We'll heal up. And then we're gonna head out to the outside. Is everyone full health? I'm gonna go ahead and get these these crates over here, because every credit matters. We want these credits. Hopefully we can have we won't reach 8,000. But the more credits we get, the sooner we can upgrade Resurrect, which is going to be super helpful. Actually, that might be enough. Oh, that is enough. Sweet. Now we just need 9,000 and we'll hit that 50% chance. So we'll have a full ranked out Resurrection by the 2nd level of the game. It still is scary that if we lose Ghost Rider and that coin flip doesn't go in our favor. that he. Alright, so I should probably explain this boss fight. What happens is Fing Fang Foom will occasionally run into the sky, and you get in this gun and you shoot him. That's all the boss fight is. You see how much damage the gun does to him. Yeah, this boss fight isn't really anything too much to worry about. You can take him down pretty easily. His attacks don't do a lot of damage, really. Plus, the arena's just so big. Like, you see that big swipe attack he did 9 damage. Plus, he gives you so many health drops. I still think that he's probably the weakest boss in this level. Even Scorpion poses a bigger threat, because by that point in the game, you can't have, on hard mode, you can't... Oh, I missed him. I wasn't looking... I was looking at my, recording. Scorpion's probably harder, because at that point, you can't have, any costume upgrades in hard mode, because you won't have enough credits. But, it's just all subjective, honestly. Some people could think that this guy's the hardest in the game. I don't see it. Did I really get another extreme? How did I get 2 extremes in a row there? I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just free damage. Wish I would have got that on the Winter Soldier fight. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Fing Fang Foom fight. I've never found it to be hard, even when I was a kid. Alright, that's... Wait, am I not dealing damage to him? That was kind of weird. Assuming I can deal damage to him now. Okay, there we go. That was really weird. Where's Surfer? I'll cast Heal. Yeah, the hardest part of this fight is the Doom bots. They're just kind of an inconvenience. I do have to go up there and get Fing Fang Foom. I'll just stand back with Surfer. I'm just gonna shoot him. Pew. Pew. Yeah, he's only doing 7 damage, which... Even... Yeah, like, look at that. He's already dead. Even for that point in the game, 7 damage is pretty miserable, considering all characters start with 200. We're going to go ahead and finish these guys off, because they're just free momentum. Yeah, so after I watch the cutscene and get to Stark Tower, I'll probably end the episode off. So thank you guys for checking this out. I know this episode's gonna run a little long, but that's probably not gonna change. This is probably actually one of the shortest chapters. The Atlantis chapter is probably gonna be an hour and a half, just because of so much stuff there is to do there. I haven't decided if I want to go for the good ending or not. Alright. Yeah, that's everything. We'll head to Stark Tower now. We're going to skip this cutscene. So, yeah. Thank you guys for checking this out. We managed to scrape by with only losing Captain America and Nick Fury. Both of those characters were... I'm not going to say Nick Fury was expendable, because he would have been handy to have because of his Relentless move. However, if someone was going to go, it probably should have been them, because I wouldn't want to lose Jessica Drew or Wolverine at this point in the game. Silver Surfer's pretty good. I haven't actually used him in this challenge up to this point. I kind of just forgot that he could heal, but that's super helpful. I hope you guys liked it, and thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.